today I'm going to be talking about star signs, and I want you to think about what kind of star that I talk about today that you relate to. So you might be familiar with astrology. It's based on your birth time and your birthplace. So I was born on March 2nd. I'm a Pisces, and it tells you your personality traits. So I'm a Pisces, so I'm sensitive, which I think is kind of rude for them to say. Astronomy, on the other hand, it's based on your birth weight and your star friends. And it tells you how you die. So, also, I would argue more relevant than just kind of your personality traits. You know, you can plan for that at least. So, like I said, I'm going to be going through some of my favorite kind of stars, and I want you to think about who you relate to the most. So now I'm going to introduce our first star of the night. I think you'll really like her.
Ooh.
Oh, there should be some music. There we go. This is the helium-rich red giant.
Ooh.
In the main part of a star's life, it's going to be burning the hydrogen in its core. But what happens when it runs out? Now it's going to burn the hydrogen in its shell.
Wow.
And it's got a ton of helium. It's helium-rich, you might say. This star, it's helium-rich, it's middle-aged, but it's thriving. It's hot, and it knows it. This star is generous, confident, and as I said before, helium-rich. Its birth weight was less than 8 solar masses, and that's how we define stellar masses in comparison to the sun. So it was born less than 8 times the mass of the sun, and it's going to stay like this for about 1 billion years, but it doesn't see an end in sight. Okay?
Amazing.
It's living its life. So now let's meet our next star. Oh, it's sleeping. Oh, it's sleeping.
It's just a baby.
It's just a baby. Well, it's actually very old.
Oh.
You'll wake him.
He's taking his nap. It's between 10 and 100 billion years old.
Oh my.
And this white dwarf, it's in the last stage of its life, and it's used all of its energy, so it's very sleepy. It's not burning any energy more because it used it all. It's just held up by pressure because it can't get any smaller. It's very sleepy, it's very bored, it's lonely, but it wouldn't tell you. If you go past it, it has a really strong gravitational pull, so it'll bring you in and you'll have to hang out with them forever.
Oh, it's just a hug.
It just needs a little hug. It's lost a lot of mass throughout its life, so now it can't be greater than 1.4 solar masses, or it'll explode.
Oh, same.
So what happens if a white dwarf and a red giant become friends?
Oh.
So as I said, that red giant is super generous, and it's going to give and give to the white dwarf. And the white dwarf just woke up. It's going to take it, and it's going to take it all.
It woke up like that.
This is most of the couples I know in LA, by the way.
But didn't I say that a white dwarf has a 1.4 solar mass limit? So what's going to happen when they reach it?
Ooh, uh-oh.
A supernova!
Woo!
So it's taking, and it's taking, and it's good quality stuff. This is all designer, what it's getting right now. And then it's reaching that 1.4 solar mass limit, and type 1a supernova.
Ooh.
And the different types depend on what stars are blowing up when it happens. And right after this is another model of this, and you can see the red giant going around, and bam, it leaves behind either a black hole or a neutron star. So I've talked about what happens after we're done burning that core hydrogen. But what's a star like when it's in its prime? This is a sun-like star. It's burning that core hydrogen for 10 billion years. This is just like our sun. It's in the star equivalent of its 20s. It's youthful, friendly, kind. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying. You know, some days get really hot. She's who we have to thank for that. She was also born at less than 8 solar masses, but she's just in a different stage of life than the other 2 friends we just met. She can also be friends with the white dwarf, but the white dwarf doesn't really like what it has to offer as much. Instead of designer, they have things like hydrogen, the rest of their coffee, right? The white dwarf will still take it, but it's not really as exciting for them. They're not going to blow up or anything. They're just going to have a dwarf nova.
Ooh.
In the white dwarf's closet, or accretion disk, it has a little eruption that happens every once in a while, and it's going to keep doing that every once in a while until something else comes in that makes it explode.
I love how committed you are to the dancing.
Yes.
I'm
How
doing
can
it
you
too.
not be dancing
You gotta.
right now?
I will
get
say
it.
this is most of the couples I know in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And I've studied dwarf novae a little bit, and this is what it looks like in Hubble data. So you can see that there's this little green circle that I added, and the dot inside the circle gets a little bigger. And it's not getting bigger, it's getting brighter. So it'll go back and forth from this to this periodically until something happens and something blows up. But something else needs to be introduced for that to happen, because these two can coexist perfectly fine. So, you may have noticed that every star I've talked about so far was born less than 8 solar masses. So what happens if we have a massive star?
Wow.
Uh-oh. Oh. This is a red supergiant. It's between 8 and 40 solar masses when it's born. And it burns through everything it has. Remember when I said that a regular star will burn its core hydrogen for 10 billion years? She does it in 5 to 25 million. Yeah.
Man.
She lives fast and she dies young. She's larger than life. Some have a solar radius, a radius of about 700 solar radii, so 700 times the size of the sun. And they're larger than life, and they're cooler than you.
Man.
They don't need anybody else to help their demise. And I actually have, I've written a scene to illustrate what it looks like when the star is about to go supernova. So I'm going to ask one of you guys to volunteer. Matt, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you done improv before?
Yes, I have. Not to brag,
It's
but
on his CV.
a lot. Yeah.
He's doing it now.
So I'm going to ask you to do a modified version. Instead of yes and, you're just going to say yes
Okay, cool. Yeah.
to everything I say.
Great.
Okay? Okay, I'm just going to get in character.
Woo!
Oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Yes.
Um, so I'm feeling weird. Do I have any core hydrogen left?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Did I burn all of my core hydrogen already?
Wow. Okay. Yes, you do. Yes.
What, already?
Yes.
Okay, do I have any shell hydrogen?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I burn all of my shell
Oh
hydrogen?
no. I meant yeah. I meant no. But yeah. Now I mean yes.
What, do I look puffy?
Yes.
Have you noticed already?
Yes.
You didn't say anything?
Yes.
Did you guys all notice?
Yes.
Okay. Well, did I burn all my carbon?
Yes.
Did I burn all my neon?
Yes.
Did I burn all my oxygen?
Yes.
I burned all my silicon too.
Yes.
So I have an iron core right now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, bitch.
An iron core, which the fusion of can't. The energy of that is lower
Yes.
than core collapse.
Yes.
And I'm gonna
Yes.
have a core collapse now, is what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Ugh, we knew this day was gonna come, right?
Yes.
We had good times though, right?
Yes.
You remember that day?
Yes.
That was so funny, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was such a good day.
Yes.
Anyways. If I go out, I gotta go out with a bang, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Matt.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I'm gonna have a core collapse supernova. So I'm gonna play this animation right here. It does look like a Pokeball. The center is black because the model couldn't do that small of a radius, but so the explosion goes out from the center to the outside, and it looks like this. Oh, it looks like this. It looks like this. Um,
What does it look like?
Yes.
Yeah.
oh, it's happening. Okay.
Oh, it turns more into a Pokeball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And that is a simulation done by my mentor. So this is a real astrophysical simulation done by Jared Goldberg at the Simons Foundation.
Woo!
And this is what it looks like if you're watching from all the way outside the galaxy. And when Betelgeuse, the red supergiant we can see in our night sky, explodes just like this, it's going to be the brightness of a full moon for a little bit. So that's actually a great question.
The question from the audience was, wait, when?
Should I be worried?
It's between now to 100,000 years. So, it's kind of up in the air. If you see it, let me know. So now I'm going to bring the question back to you. Are you a red supergiant who's too cool for school? A red giant who's got a lot to give and is going to give it? A sleepy white dwarf? Or a youthful, fun, sun like star? Thank you so much.
Woo!